Cheers.
Can I be of service? I sell bright walls best.
Products in Brightwall. Heal you first. Buy a drink.
Ah, hello.
Nothing but that worthless hunk of stone. Lovely, that is. We get nothing for...
Here!
This girl's rich! Hey! Not next time!
You're still standing, mate. Hit her back! I should have brought some marshmallow.
Filthy hound! Gotcha, a good one then, didn't it?
That shooting will kill you. Next time, hit her before she hits you. Using Fable!
Hey!
I have no doubt that the people of Brightwall will end up following you.
You got it! Oh, this is brilliant! Brilliant! You see, Jonathan? I told you, didn't I? Oh, this is going to be amazing. This is going to be so mind-bogglingly amazing. People are going to say, right. Right, let me see. Now then, here are the instructions. Prepare your display area in pride of place.
Welcome to the Sanctuary.
Ensure that your garden ornaments are facing your gargoyle with unbroken line of sight. Check. Face your gargoyle, stand confident, take a deep breath, and say in an authoritative voice, oh,
Gargulus multipolus us.
Start every day with a healthy breakfast. Don't eat wild mushrooms, they could be toadstools. Never leave home without a hat. Always look both ways before crossing a road.
oh, this is the greatest day of my life! Wait until I tell my family. Oh, I forgot I've stopped talking to them. Oh, who cares about them? This is mind-bogglingly amazing!
Well done. You have gathered quite an impressive following
the
in
morning.
Paul. This should be more than enough to convince this little hamlet to send aid to the dwelling. I believe Samuel awaits you at the town gates to express that.
Doesn't much matter if the sky is rain or shine.
Because the gnome is a happy father all the time.
Turn back now, mortal one. Stay away from this only death place, and insanity await you. Don't pick it up! No! Really, I'm serious. You lot just can't leave well enough alone, can you? Bloody literary tourists, bane of my afterlife. Listen, you're not getting my lost plate, you hear? It's rubbish. Worse than rubbish. I mean, what was I thinking mixing tragedy and comedy? I must have been off my rocker.
It would seem, my dear madam, you have been apprehended by the ghost of Philip Morley. That makes us both his captives. I am Ransom Locke. If the name seems familiar, it is because I was once a detective of some renown. And yet, here I am, ready to live out the rest of my days, trapped in a book. As far as I can deduce, we are currently in a scene from one of Morley's greatest romantic plays, the near tragedy of Oliver and Ethel. I believe if we are to escape, we must act out the scene. But performing is not one of my talents. If I am correct, putting on this costume should set things in motion.
Oh, Ethel, my love, my life, my son, if thou wouldst but give me one sign, one gesture that would speak of your affections, then might I think this grey existence worth living.
Ah, yes, a classic moment in the play. You are Ethel, the beautiful young daughter of a dung merchant. Show Oliver that you love him, and we may be able to leave this scene.
My heart is yours, my love.
Let the heavens stones and the seas, the toads and the eels sing the song in my heart, for she doth love me, and all is well. We shall meet again in the morrow, my little ferret, and elope into the sunset to live out our days in wondrous joy.
A magnificent rendition. Truly, I applaud you.
I see you are gifted with remarkable literary cunning, but can you really comprehend the depths of my work? We shall see.
Ah, yes. This is undoubtedly a scene from one of Morley's earlier, funnier plays, Bloodbath at the Royal Court. And this must be your costume. The role of the fool is one filled with tragic depth. It will require a masterful performance.
What fresh insolence is this? Out of my throne, you impertinent buffoon! Stand before your king, and do your jester's duty. 'Tis a troublesome time for this court, and my crown grows heavy. So make me laugh, or I shall have your head.
Coochie, coochie, coo.
Oh, stop! It's too funny. I believe I'm in the right mood now to meet with those foreign delegates. I think I shall only behead half of them. Yes.
I have never seen a more convincing fool. There is hope for us yet.
You handle my royal dramas as well as you handle my romances. But will your versatility extend to the more subtle domains of theatre, I wonder?
Oh dear. Unless I'm mistaken, this is a scene from Morley's notoriously violent historical epic, Titus the Mutilator, Part 2, which would mean this is the gladiatorial arena from Act 5, where Titus is finally slaughtered by savage warriors seeking revenge. A favorite scene of mine as a child, I must admit. And here is Titus's famous costume. I had some pajamas that looked just like it. Put it on and you will take on the greatest role of your life.
Titus! Thy pox-membered body shall pay for thy monstrous villainy. My son lies dead because of you. Now shall revenge be mine. Cold as your corpse and all the more flavoursome for it.
Do try to make your demise convincing.
Money backs on this one. We're gonna be rich.
Keep your heads down, boys. More of my kin lie slain, and yet you live. You have breathed your last sulphur-scented breath, Titus. Interesting tattoo. You compensate for something. Should've brought some marshmallows. Don't worry, mate. We'll dig that bullet out of you. Such a good blow. Makes me proud to be a merc. All my men dead. My vengeance denied. My world undone. I cannot stand to live 1 second more.
Oh, what sea could possibly follow such a masterful rendition of my work? And the way you improvised some of those roles, you brought new life to my words. I stand in awe. You have earned the prize no mortal has ever been honored with before. My missing play. I entrust it to you, for I know that you will do it justice. I call it the ham sandwich. A metaphorical title, of course.
Ah, you have retrieved our aged investigator. Happy day! Have you perchance found... Oh, the joy in my bosom knows no bounds! Thank you 1,000,000 times! Thank you!
He said bosom! It's already working! Comedy and tragedy will at last join hands!
Hark! Bear witness to the tragic futility that is man. Oh, how it doth sear my senses to see paradise and yet to be barred.
That reminds me of a great joke. A guard, a monk and a chicken walk into a bar. Unfortunately, the bartender had a mild heart attack that morning, so none of them get served.
And yet what purpose doth heartache serve when the infinite dark blanket that is death falls softly upon our still beating core?
That reminds me of another one. A corpse walks into a bar and says, "Can I have a lemonade?" "Certainly," replies the bartender. "I've never seen a stiff drink."
And so endeth our happy sad play, which reminds us we are made of nothing but clay. There's time only for our fool to say,
Great big giant bosoms!
What the hell was that?
Biggest load of old tosh I ever saw. It didn't even make sense.
Worst play ever.
So, what shall you do now, Mr. Locke? Any more mysteries on the horizon?
I rather think not. My powers of reasoning and deduction diminish with each passing day.
Be careful.
Esteemed citizens of Brightwall, today we demonstrate the generous nature of our fair town. For too long have our mountain neighbors suffered in silence, and now we extend a helping hand. But this effort would not have been possible without the courage and determination of one woman, the daughter of the old hero queen. From this day, we shall know you as the hero of Brightwall. Before you leave, we ask of you one favor. As we pledge ourselves to you, so we hope that you will pledge to return Brightwall to its former glory and reopen the academy which your mother founded.
I will.
Very, very good, very good. I expected nothing less from you. These volunteers shall carry the supplies to the dweller camp. They may have them with our blessing. I hope you will return one day, not just as our hero, but as our queen.
Sail now on, get drunk as a...
Upon that wall, you'll find the contracts representing the promises that you've made to the people of Albion. You have done a wonderful thing for those poor people.
Vines.
There's something pure about you. Beneath contempt.
It's on sale. A real bargain. Good pair of shoes, those. Yeah, it may be expensive, but it's worth every ounce of gold. Finally, you're paying top gold for a top quality item.
Hello. Hey, I'm a sweet little boy.
You're paying top gold for a top quality item.
It's a Belfry. Don't let it bite you. I sliced a hob's head off.
Wow, those are really cool clothes.
I'm sure you'll be satisfied. I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, you've got something to say? Get drunk as a skunk with
Got
our
too
merry
much
line
gear?
of wines.
Sell it to me.
We had a
Oh,
couple of
hello.
rough patches, but at the moment we're doing okay.
I'm sure we'll have what you're looking for.
Thanks.
You won't regret that purchase.
No
Nice doing
business,
business
I'm
with you.
afraid. They've been
I hope you
bad.
enjoy
All
it.
right, but they
I hope
could be
you
a
enjoy
lot
it.
better.
Fear my mighty
Pleasure doing
belly.
business with you.
Hope you enjoy it.
Food available.
Sail.
No cooking
Sail.
necessary.
Come back anytime. Come back anytime.
Ah! Hello. Examine your new weapon to learn what you must do in order to improve it, but whatever it is, please don't do it in here. I've just tidied up. The armory is at your disposal. Rifles are slower to fire than pistols, but can be used to engage targets at much greater range.